Two teas in a pod, we chat all day. News to film, we got so much to say. Laughs and giggles over our cup of tea. Husband-wife duo making history. Turning headlines to jokes on the spot. Celebs on screen, guess who got caught? Sip the tea while breaking down the plot. In this little pod, we've got a lot. Two teas in a pod, that's where you'll find a dose of news with a sip on wine. From the latest flicks to morning chime. Tea and talk, it's podcast time. Two teas in a pod, that's where you'll find a dose of news with a sip on wine. From the latest flicks to morning chime. Tea and talk, it's podcast time. Couch critics with opinions so vast. From the golden age to new recast. Mic in hand, we dig up the past. With each sip, the time goes so fast. Oh, the laughs spill like a drop of tea. Behind the mic, just you and me. Breaking news under the family tree. Podcast dreams come naturally. Every twist in the plot we lay bare. Movie magic moments that we share. With every sip, there's love in the air. Two teas in a pod without a care.
And here we are for episode number 5 already.
Evening, all.
Evening, guys. Good evening. Welcome to TT's in the Pod with me and Tam on this Thursday evening. And yeah, I can't believe how quick. If you're doing, because the original idea was to do him Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But then when you're doing that many podcasts, it becomes very busy very quickly. And there's a lot of things that you've got to try and do before you're going live. Because obviously I've still got to work, and we've still got to feed the cats and the animals and the dogs and the horses and God knows what animals we're going to encourage.
And tonight's groom night, so tonight's been an absolute nightmare just trying to get dinner in.
Yeah. So Rosie had her shower as well. So Rosie's been in for a bath, which she actually survived.
Oh,
and Tam certainly survived. I have no idea what she's eating. She's probably eating something. She's probably eating something she shouldn't. But it's good to see you all. So yeah, two teas in the pod. The idea is we just generally have a chinwag, talk to you guys, see how you're doing, see what's going on in the world, and just generally have a chat over a brew or a cup of tea, or in my case, because I'm lacking in energy, I'm going for full fat bottled Coke, because bottled Coke is the best Coke.
Coffee.
Yeah, and who made your coffee?
You did.
Me. When was the last time you made me a cup of tea?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. That's
certainly
me
probably last month sometime.
Yeah, I think it must have been.
No, because I've bought you one up in the last week while you were streaming.
No, have you shit? Nope, don't believe you. Don't believe you.
I did.
It was definitely last month. Definitely last month. But Lagardas, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you in chat. Uncle Martin as well. Always good to see you. And Abe, of course, with the awesome. And the only thing is that some of the emotes just don't come out. It's a bit kind of like garbage. And then Midget's in the chat as well. How you doing, Lee?
Yes, Lee, don't forget you're on cat sitting duty.
This weekend, yep.
Yeah.
Neo celebrating her 3 months of membership. Hey, I'm trying to do my best EO impressions. Hey, 3 months. What fun it's been meeting you all. I can never do an EO voice. She's got such a lovely, bouncy voice. Apart from when she's scared in Visage, which I need to finish. I need to carry on with that game. I do have, funny you should say, I do actually have my heart rate monitor all fully charged up. So I can have my heart monitor while I'm playing it.
Yeah, I don't like wearing mine.
It's less about don't like it. It's just interesting watching the heart rate spike when you're playing stupid games.
Yeah, see, because I was getting more exercise and at one point more sleep, my rested heart rate was really good for me.
Yeah.
It was in the 60s. It's when I got really tired and it was dropping down to 45 beats a minute.
Well, look, when I was a hell of a lot fitter, what was my resting heart rate?
Oh, no.
It was less than 50. I'll say it's probably anywhere between 40 and 50 beats per minute, if that. On a resting heartbeat, which is why all the grandkids always used to fall asleep on me, because it was just that really slow thud.
No, Friday, Lee.
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back Monday.
Andy Matthews, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. How you doing, Andy? How you doing? Legatus says Pepsi #1. See, there is the camps of Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Now, I can drink Pepsi, but I prefer the Coca-Cola taste. Pepsi, and I know this is going to sound odd, Pepsi tastes too sweet to me.
I can't
Even
stand
though there's
Pepsi.
like a mountain of sugar in both products. I prefer to drink Coke. Coke tastes better when it's cold. Pepsi just tastes like ass. It's like swamp ass. But each to their own, and opinions like arseholes, everyone's got them. Legardus, good to see you, though. Good job you said, as I forgot. Yeah.
Right, the EO, it's the 24th of May we land in Boston.
Yeah.
And we're in Boston from the 24th to the 27th.
Oh, that would be lovely. That's what I want. I want negative 26 degrees.
No.
Yes.
You can stick that.
No. I want snow. I want chili balls. I want
Why
snow.
do you think I want to move to Tennessee? Because I only get a couple of inches.
Yeah, but that's not the point. I want to have, if I tell you what, wherever EO is, I'm just going to go down there for the week. As soon as the weather turns shitty, I'm going to go down there and camp out in the wilderness if I have to. And I'll take the dogs. The dogs will keep me company because they will love the cold. For them, negative 26 is nothing.
No.
But yeah, looking forward to coming to the States next year. It's going to give us the opportunity to obviously come across and have a look at a bit of the areas. So we started building up our itinerary, mapping out where we're going to be roughly, so that if anybody's close. So we're starting off in Boston, then we're going to go to New Hampshire. Then after New Hampshire, we're going to travel down to Washington, D.C., stop off midway. After Washington, D.C., we're going to go down to Chesapeake because a certain pirated, one-legged Muppet lives down there. So we're going to swing into Chesapeake. And after Chesapeake, we're going to make our way across to... What's the place called? After Virginia. Where are we going?
We're going Tennessee. We're going Knoxville first.
Knoxville,
and then,
that's it. I was trying to figure out the place.
Nashville.
I typed it out. Nashville.
Yeah, we're Knoxville first and then Nashville.
Yeah. And we're going to stop off halfway. So whenever we're stopping off somewhere, we're going to ideally spend a day or 2 days wherever we're stopping. Now, we are on our way down from New Hampshire down to Washington. We're actually going to stop off in Sleepy Hollow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. Yes. Yes. Princess Cinnamon Boots, let me know when you hit New Hampshire. How you doing, Princess Cinnamon Boots? Hi, happy holidays. Indeed. Today is the first day of my Christmas holiday. I don't have to get up so early tomorrow. Well, shit, yeah. I do.
Well,
Fuck. I've got to sort the car out for us to actually go away this weekend,
yeah.
which is a bit of a shame. Lagadas, we have been getting freezing fog and highs near freezing all this week. And Tennessee is lovely, EO said. Yeah, and the thing is, the main reason, obviously, we selected Tennessee over most areas is because the weather is fairly comparable to the UK. And obviously, we can get the land there and the building for the same price we sell our house in the UK.
Yeah, taxes are slightly lower.
Yeah, psychotic.
The amenities actually don't seem too bad. I have been doing me homework.
Yeah.
I mean, there are lots of places where you can be by yourself and then only a couple of minutes away from a town
Yeah.
with everything there, and we need to be reasonably close to a vet's.
We need to be within, I can accept within half an hour to an hour of a major town, within 15 to half an hour of a vet. But outside of that, I don't mind being like a bajillion miles away from people because, as Tam knows, me and people generally I struggle with because they're weird. And I say that with and that's my point though, because
I've got to let Poppy out.
yeah, that's fine. Because I'm really, really odd in my interactions with absolutely fucking everything. Because I'm slightly special on the autism spectrum. I struggle with social interactions at the best of times. That doesn't mean that I can't make friends or have a good conversation over a pint. Far from it. But groups of people, I really struggle in big groups of people. So me going to places like a shopping mall, that is really hard work. And I've been that way ever since I was a kid, and certainly in the armed forces, just reinforced everything. But yeah, it's Uncle Martin. At this point, I want of those totally off-grid small homes. Well, I mean, where are we going to go? So Tesla. I'm going to bring this up actually. I'll say Tesla because they were the first ones to do it. Solar. They did these, and I'm intrigued on wherever we go, we want solar installed. Because what we want to do is reduce the cost of energy as much as you can do, and try and go off grid as much as you can. The easiest way of doing that is go solar, get solar installed. If you've got enough space, you can probably put a small wind generator in, and if you've got free flowing water, you can make a hydro generator, no problem. But the easiest and cheapest solution is obviously solar. Last 25 years, no problem. Now, one of the things that Tesla came up with, and I thought was absolute freaking genius move, and probably the easiest thing to go with, is the photovoltaic slates. So it's a slate-looking solar panel, but it blends in with your tiles. So, I mean, in this top image, you can just see the edge of where the tiles are ever so slightly darker or lighter than the rest. Those ones have got the necessary solar components in. And you can obviously then blend solar panels without standing out like a sore thumb, generate all of the energy that you need. Now, it doesn't generate as much as the big panels that you ordinarily see. But if you've got multiple buildings, you can easily make the deficit up without a problem. And the costs are basically the same. Where it stands out is the strength of the bloody things. So I'm just going to...
Yeah, they last longer than normal roof tiles.
They last longer than normal roof tiles. And they had images where they were dropping bowling balls onto these tiles, and the tiles were standing up to the impact. So they're just as strong, and you're generating all the energy that you need. Stick a couple of power walls, so Tesla's power batteries, on the side of your building or in your garage, and that's what we're going to end up doing. So, EO, yes,
it makes
100%.
sense.
100%
I mean, the
EO.
thing is, you haven't got to have Jenny's then.
No,
Because you've got your battery back up.
I would definitely have a battery. I would definitely have a diesel generator for a backup, because ultimately, if everything goes to rat shit, it's the easiest way of powering the home for the cheapest price. It just is. I mean, a diesel generator. And if you need to in an emergency, you can siphon half the fuel out of your diesel truck to keep it going. Because the last thing you would want is, say, an absolute bucket ton of snow to come down. Your roof is essentially unusable. You're not generating any energy at that point. And if the local power grid goes down, then your only backup is going to be that diesel generator. And if you're really clever, you just make you get a load of old cooking oil and do some chemical wizardry with it, and you make your fuel that way. Yeah, which you can do. But I mean, we are looking forward to come across to the States, and we are going to try and see as many people as we can do as we travel across. But obviously, it's still our 16th wedding anniversary when we come across. So we're using it as kind of like, one, to come over and see the States, but also two, to actually have a holiday. So we may not be able to see everybody, but we'll make a damn good try of it. We'll make a damn good try. Yeah,
as much as anything else, we need a break.
Uncle Martin, so the idea is that I'm going to have one of the outhouses big enough that I can have a nice office with a nice streaming center. And yes, it will have enough solar panel to have 2 power walls on, so I could stream for a week on battery backup.
Yeah, but that's the whole idea of having the garage on the side with the big bonus room above it.
Yeah, correct. And if that's how the building ends up, then that's how the building ends up. But what we've seen with a lot of the buildings that we've looked at, most of them are all outhouses and stuff like that. There's stuff attached on the property that you can usually convert.
I wouldn't say outhouse, because that's a private.
In the UK, an outhouse is a shithouse. But let's say granny annexes. So for us Brits, any house that's also, or any building that's also on the property, we can call a granny annex. So if there's, but then if there's a barn, then the downstairs of a barn gets converted for the dogs to have a big space for grooming room, vet room, birthing room, kennels, whatever, sleeping areas. And the upstairs of a barn is perfect space for a massive office and streaming, gaming room, and a bedroom and a toilet.
Yeah, see,
so basically, I will live there. You can live in the house. That's fine. And we'll use Amazon, the old Alexas. We can use Alexas at that point in time, because we'll just have an Alexa on each desk, and I'll say, Alexa, call Tam. And then you'll get a phone call and I'll say, can you make me a cup of tea? And you'll say, no, husband, piss off. I'll be like,
do we have a list of sites to see?
No, we don't. So Michelle, we are going to be leaning quite heavily. So I'm almost tempted on the Discord server, in the kind of like non-members, members areas, to put in a kind of like a sites channel where people can drop a specific area and some of the sites to see. Because one of the things, obviously, that we're going to lean on our American cousins for is to tell us some of the worthwhile places to go. We don't want to go somewhere and it just be a complete dog hole. and we don't enjoy it. That's why
we're avoiding New York.
Yeah, because, I mean, New York, apart from it being completely blue and full of fucking idiots, it doesn't sound as if we would enjoy it as much we probably would have done 20 years ago. Or even 10 years ago. I don't think it's where we should focus our efforts in terms of visits.
So I did message Nerd Takes because obviously I was looking at Boston hotels because they seem to be booked up so quickly. And so I did message him and I give him a couple of areas that I was looking at to stay with sample hotels, and one of them he said, no, where that used to be a nice area to stay, it's as rough as hell.
Yeah.
You want to stay here because it's now been built up, there's been money poured into it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, because of that, it's cost extra on top of the extra taxes for resort fees.
Yeah.
So a 3-night stay with all the taxes without parking has come to £1,000.
Well, it's like, let me swap this around. Let's do this. I mean, this is property. It's got 100 acres. I mean, look at the size of that. That's perfect. We could be wall to wall zombies in that, and we could hide away. I want my own little forest. Honestly, I want my own little forest.
Oh, yeah, think of how many ticks we're going to be pulling out of the dogs.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can control that because you just put the fences at the appropriate space so they can't go deep into it. But there'll be wild turkeys, wild game, you name it in there. Look, there's a pond. Trees, grass. Okay.
Look at the state of that. That's a shack. That's not a house.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that I would probably pull down and rebuild. It's got a cave. Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what? Well, the thing is that, that would be awesome. See? Little fire. Keep me company. It doesn't look bad. Don't look bad at all. But obviously, we're gonna be looking around quite a bit for a location. I was going to say, I reckon there's a spring running out of that.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. Midget says, I can move there too.
That you didn't think we'd get away with...
not taking Lee with us.
Yeah.
Lee, if you want to go out there, Lee, you make the decision. You can go out. Look, little shack. I bet there's spiders everywhere. That's the other thing we've got to sort out.
Snakes and spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, snakes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't think to look at that.
What's that? Spoders and snakes?
No, snakes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Somewhere into... Oh, my God, look at that
Look
kitchen.
at the colour of the cupboards, man. Holy shit.
That's the one thing I've noticed.
The Americans have got crazy fucking colours for their fucking rooms. They're mental. Where's this? Clifton, Wayne County. That was just the first one I looked at, yo.
I have noticed that with these properties that are put up for sale, they're not maintained again at all. That some of them are in such a
disrepair.
Yeah.
Certainly we've noticed that. But I mean, if I get rid of the large space. Let's go for 11 to 50 acres instead.
Which is quite enough grass to mow.
44. Let's go for the 4-bedroom. I mean, look at this. This looks lovely.
Oh, that's the one that I keep looking at.
This one looks lovely. I will say. I mean, I would like a lot of land, but this one's got this crazy barn with it, and that would be a perfect. That would be a perfect house to or barn to convert. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on the inside. Needs some work. Needs some Tombi and Tam kind of like changes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's outdated, but...
Yeah, but ultimately, there's you could easily move into that. You could easily move into that.
Yeah, it's a good size.
Yeah, it's a good old size. I mean, for me, it's the house is one thing, but if I'm working remotely, yeah, I know, I'm just not paying attention to the wallpaper, not paying attention to it. But
It looks
if
like
I'm
my
working,
grandma's house.
yeah, it does look like your grandma's knickers. But if I'm working from home, then obviously I need a space that's big enough for me doing what I'm doing. That barn is a perfect opportunity to convert it, put the necessary facilities in, the upstairs, put a mezzanine floor upstairs. I mean, it's really close to the highway, don't get me wrong, but this is just one example. That'd be the garage.
That's the garage.
Yeah, that'd be the garage, which is fine.
And it's got basement.
Yeah.
Perfect.
For me, it's this. That is the big opportunity for me. Because that bottom, you can easily sort that bottom out so it's all dog friendly, whatever. And the upstairs, that is such a big space for streaming, for work area, for an office, for a cot, for a bed, bathroom facilities, you name it. That'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. Wolfie, good to see you. How you doing, Wolfie?
I don't know if she's barking next door.
That is a loud kitchen. Very loud kitchen.
And matches the loud wallpaper in that one.
Well, I mean, the thing is that you get the same in the UK. Don't get us wrong. You get some crazy ass decorations in the UK, and the color schemes are bonkers.
But as you can say, that's actually green on the wall behind me.
Yeah, it's very hard to see, but it is actually a pale kind of like mint green behind.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's very soothing.
Yeah, most of the colours that we choose are actually fairly easy to look at and don't break your eyeballs every time you stare at them. What else we got? 20 acres. Ooh,
oh my God.
What? The dogs?
No. Gold and maroon, bright blues and reds. No, it's all earth tones.
Holy crappio. you probably walked into it when you went to buy it. It's like, holy crap, my eyes. Madness.
A couple of houses ago, I was just moving in, and we have stippling on the ceiling. Well, they'd done that on the wall, and they had painted it.
Yeah.
A dark purpley colour in the lounge. And it took me 2 weeks to peel rubber paint off of the wall so I could actually steam and scrape the Artex off of the walls so I could decorate.
Actually, this one doesn't look too bad from the outside. It looks like a fairly modern build.
Brick and braze block.
It's got a swimming pool that looks like it's algae. So that needs a bloody clean. This one doesn't look too bad. Oh, you got high heights. There's nothing wrong with this so far.
No, see, that's what I like. The kitchen with the
Breakfast bar.
dining area and somewhere that you can stick a sofa and a TV and just use that room.
Wait. What's going on? Jonathan, are you all right? Sorry, just got back from picking my car up from the accident. Did you have an accident? And I didn't know it. The fuck?
Was that last night or the night before?
No, I don't know. Madikwe from work had an accident, writ off his car. Crimson Shadow's in the house as well. Shadow's back. What's the crack, Muppets? We're just looking at houses, actually. We're just looking at houses in Tennessee, Crimson. And I'm just looking at this one.
Oh.
Oh, good. As long as you're okay, mate.
General comms.
General comms?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Apparently there's befores and afters.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Oh, my God.
Oh, after is fine. After looks lovely. After look... Ooh, that's very red.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that bathroom looks a bit spangly before, didn't it? Looks good, though, yo. Certainly looks good now.
Yeah.
And I love the breakfast bar. Love the breakfast bar. Because I can see that's the focal point of the room. Really, the focal point of the room. Kids come in, adults come in, sit at the breakfast bar, chinwag across the breakfast bar. Perfect. I love it. Right. So this one... Now, the thing is I feel that a lot of the houses in America are kind of like the prefabs. They kind of like prefabricate a lot of it and kind of like join it together. 5:45 this morning. Holy shit. As long as you're all right, mate. As long as you're all right. Fuck. Uncle Martin says that one room looks big enough for a whole house. Does look fairly large. I mean, the kitchen's huge. Look at the size of the kitchen.
That's actually a nice kitchen.
Yeah, and so we've got a big range cooker. It's like an Arga. That would go right in that slot. Lovely. I would change the countertops, though. I'll change the countertops. They look like resin countertops, actually. The rooms look all fine sizes. The bathroom.
Yeah,
You've got a big
is
shower.
nice.
You've got a big shower. You've got two basins. Mate, this one's quite nice, actually.
You could move into that and not have to
easy.
do anything.
Easily.
Whereas, mind you, having said that, yeah, I saw it in that picture. Damage.
Yeah, just up here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that to me looks like something very minimal that you could sort. That's not a showstopper in terms of everything else.
Bruising from the seatbelt.
Some cuts from the broken glass. Nothing I can't handle. Car was able to drive home under its own power. Oh, bless you, mate. As long as you're all right. Yeah, Jonathan, this looks reasonably. Oh, second bathroom that needs to be sorted. I would gut this bathroom out.
Yeah, but even that's not. It does need work, but it's not bad.
No. Oh, mate, look at this. That's a nice space for going out to the backyard.
Yeah.
That's a nice space. Little mini bar. Oh, I spotted it. Loft hatch.
Yeah.
I like this place.
Yeah, it does look nice. I like that. Yeah, it does. Overall, it looks nice. The only thing we'd have to do is put some sort of ramp in for the dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I would change the steps.
So how much is it? This is the big question.
Oh, this was in budget, technically.
Oh, Jesus wept. That's peanuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my
That's what
God.
I'm saying. The only thing I can think of is there's
It's
something wrong with
20
the area.
acres.
I mean, 20 acres is neither here nor there. Let me Google location. Just in case there's something retarded, like it's 1,000,000 miles from the closest.
Yeah, well, you could have pulled it up on the map.
Yeah, well, doing it this way. Oh yeah, because you can't see it. So it's smack bang between Trenton and Milan. You got Humboldt, Huntington, Nashville.
Actually, that's exactly the sort of area I was looking at.
Yeah,
But that's a sell our house and buy that outright.
yeah, yeah. We could. Yeah, we could. And they're the opportunities we've got. They are the opportunities we've got. Seabrew, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. 20 acres is huge. 20 acres is a big space. I would like to get 100 acres if I can. But that's only because I've always had this dream ever since I was a kid of having a big, wide space to call my own so I can plant things like fruit trees, Christmas trees, and a few other things like that and be more self-sufficient. It's more the fruit trees. Because when I was growing up, we had pear trees, apple trees, plum trees, you name it. And the second you've got some of those things, and you've got the bees coming in, so you've got honey as well. You've got the wildflowers and everything around the kind of like the periphery of the property. You can then start making your jams, your fruit pies, your juices, and everything in between. It becomes so much easier. So much more better for you.
It's 307,000.
What is
That house.
307,000 GBP?
Pound. Yeah.
Yeah. So we would literally sell this and just move straight in.
Yeah.
We could sell this and move straight in. With no mortgage as well. There'd be no mortgage involved.
Yeah, what gets me is when you look at the property tax, the yearly property tax,
Yes.
and it's like $800,
Yes.
and we pay £1,400 a year.
Yes. Yeah, we get taxed. We get taxed heavily in the UK. And that's not to say that the Americans are not taxed, but there's certain areas where you're taxed more and we're taxed less. And of course, the biggest one that is the bone of contention is obviously health insurance. Because in the UK, obviously, we don't require health insurance, even though generally, if I need to do anything, I'll go private because fuck waiting for the NHS. It takes forever. It takes absolutely forever. But if I'm working out in America, then I will push to have myself and Tam covered under a work health policy. That'll be one of the stipulations. And I don't mind taking a pay cut in order to get the contract that I need, especially if I'm working from home. It'll be good. Galadon, unless you're industrial AG, that's plenty. Industrial agriculture. EO says, my house originally was 90k for 1,400 year for taxes. Now it's like 2,800 year for taxes. What the fuck? Shit the bed. Are you in one of these areas where it's...
If you scroll down on that...
Scroll down on
that
what?
on that page that you're on.
Yeah.
Right, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
It should... Oh, no, it hasn't got it on there. You have to go through to the agents.
Right. What am I
Because
looking for?
normally it lists underneath how much the taxes are a year.
Right.
But it hasn't got it on there,
Maybe,
so you've got to... No, you have to go through to the
Yeah.
agents.
what state are you in, EO? Or where you close by? I don't want to obviously have too many details. I'm in a small farm town, but property taxes went up and the whole block updated their homes along with mine, and here we are. Shit. That sucks. Abe says that's not bad considering what you're getting. And this was one of the whole reasons what spurred us to think about moving to the States. Because you get a lot more for your money. Wisconsin. Ah, yes, Wisconsin. But oh yeah, this was the other one I liked. Just simply because the shape of the house was unique.
Yeah, that's a weird shape. Couldn't
It's
live
weird
in that.
shape. So you essentially lose half a house.
Yeah, I'd get claustrophobic in that.
I don't think you would. Because that's still a big space. The problem is the upstairs, you lose half a house because it is the shape it is.
Yeah, I mean,
it is basically like
try putting your
just living in the
furniture
roof.
in there.
Yeah,
You put a sofa in there, you go to get up and cave your
smash it.
brains in.
You scratch your head against the wall. But I like it because it's unique. Michelle Clark says A-frames are awesome. Yeah, I like it. I don't think there's anything particularly bad with that. I'm quite happy to have the A-framed house. I'll live there. You can live next door. That's fun. That works. I mean, look at it. It does.
Yeah, I did notice a couple of them, you got neighbours way too close.
You do have some close neighbours, I will say. Some of them are...
I am actually a hobbit. I'm only 4'10".
Ooh.
Do you know we do this frequently?
What's that? Look through houses?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I want a fireplace. That's the one thing I miss since I moved.
Creepy doll.
That looks like bloody Chucky.
Fucking Chucky. Oh my God, it's fucking Chucky.
That can't be a kid's room. Not with walls that colour. Poor little bastards.
Do you know that bed reminds me of the one they sleeping in Home Alone? Yes. Kevin?
Yeah, see, I still want to keep my bed with the TV in the end.
Oh yeah. So our bed is king size, queen size, double.
It's just a double.
Double, but it's got a TV built in the end. So you can press a button and the TV goes dink, dunk. It's great. I think you're correct. I think that house is haunted. But you look at it and it's fenced. It looks pretty. Trees around the fence line. It's not bad to look at. I'm intrigued with the garage on the right hand side because that's a good space to convert into office streaming. And the good thing is because it's not with the main house, if I'm shouting at people playing party animals or whatever, I'm not going to wake the neighborhood up. Yeah. Local map.
It's not going to get shouted at to shut up by me.
Yeah. No. Ooh.
Yeah, there are some nice places.
There are some really good places. Grizzle, there's something to be said about having some nice distance between you and the neighbour. Yep. Jonathan Stevie, if you're going to come to America and pay property taxes, find a state with low or no state income. Gotcha.
Yeah, the property taxes there are next to nothing in comparison to ours.
Oh, we've seen this one before.
Yeah, I know.
But this is a different group taking pictures.
Yeah.
So it might show me give me pictures of the barn I want to see the barn.
That was
The
a garage.
barn. Yeah, the garage was fine. I don't think they're going to show pictures of the barn, which kind of sucks. Running out of pictures.
I
Gay.
was looking at one the other day that wasn't that much, and that had a proper stable block in it.
Yeah, and if
Not
you've
that
got...
I want horses.
No, we don't want the horses, but the stable block's easy to convert and spit over into... Ooh. Oh, that was a weird one with the... There's a few weird ones coming through.
Yeah, that one one of them had something like 13 bedrooms, and that's all they had, 13 bedrooms. And no lounges. Or kitchen stuff.
It's that flat roof. That flat roof is a problem. It's a very square or very right-angled house. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
It's like someone's just got a penguin biscuit and just laid it down and just pretended it's a house. State income tax, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we're going to take everything into consideration wherever we are going to be going, Jonathan. And we will do our due diligence on everything as well.
When I first started looking, there was a house on the market that was an absolute dead ringer for the one in Yellowstone.
Yeah. Would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was lovely.
So random.
After today's accident, I'm thinking of moving to a no snow state.
What? Ah, Stevie is.
Yeah.
Yeah, got ya.
Yeah, I like the snow, but I don't.
Yep.
I can't take the cold.
I love the cold.
Whereas I like the sun.
I hate the sun. We are polar opposites. Both me and Tam are polar opposites in terms of weather that we like. Unfortunately, I still haven't convinced her to go on a cold holiday. Whenever we've gone on holiday, we've always gone somewhere hot. And I'm like, dying every fucking time. And what happens? No, what happens at the hottest part of the day every time? I just pass out because I'm too bloody tired because it's too warm.
But that's what you do when it's hot. You have siestas.
Yeah, I have a siesta because it is too bloody hot. But then I feel like I'm losing half the holiday because I'm sleeping. Certainly, I'll get the rest, but it's so sweaty.
I actually looked at the average snowfall over the last 100 years in Tennessee, and it is about the same as we get here.
Ori Dancake! How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So for Ori Dancake, we're just looking at houses in Tennessee because that's where we're moving to. So we're just generally taking a pokey at some of these crazy houses. No.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I want a proper fireplace. I want a proper fireplace that I can throw logs or people into.
We could have one retrofitted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean certainly can do. Sold. I wonder if we've missed any. Oh, look at this one. That looks crazy. Look at that.
It was more me, and it's one of the reasons why we're going to spend a bit of time in Tennessee when we're away. I wanted somewhere where the weather was on par-ish, where there was space, but not too much space, where the crime rate was slightly lower. I did actually look at Kentucky until I saw the amount of tornadoes they get.
Yeah, it was mostly the tornadoes that put us off.
Because that I actually found I think it was a 7-bedroom, 4-bathroom house with a proper brick-built barn with stables and everything else and loads of acreage, and it was a lot cheaper than Tennessee.
Yeah.
But, the weather kind of put me off.
Yeah, that one sold, sadly, but that would have been nice. That would have been nice. Fayetteville. So there's clip. Ooh, look at that one. It's a big spangly house.
Yeah, they have a lot of big spangly houses.
Do you see how big that ceiling is?
The only thing is, when we move, we've got to have a maid.
I mean, look
We've
how
got to
high
have
that
a
ceiling
cleaner
is.
come in and clean. Yeah, but they like when we were looking at land here, I was looking at plans for building, but they were all American architects.
Yeah. That
And
looks
they,
nice.
a lot of them had vaulted ceilings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the plans, especially for the more bungalow ranch style buildings, I like the fact that you've got your master bedroom and bathroom and veranda bit all on one side, and then you sling everybody over the other side of the house with the boot room and laundry room and all the rest of it.
You've got to admit, though, Tam, look at that and being two old doddery fucks sitting in the chairs just
Yeah.
moaning in British as people come past. It's got an outbuilding as well. Garage. The grounds are well kept.
I mean, guys, we could get out there and I could turn around and say to him, no, I can't do this. So it's a lot is going to depend on the experience that we have while we're out.
Yeah.
And we will be driving through a few states
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stopping off in little places. I mean, yes, we're doing Boston and Washington, but other than, we're going into Knoxville and Nashville. But other than that, we're going to be doing little towns and things like that. I want to see the out of the way bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that there's certainly more opportunity out there for the money that we've got than there is ever in the UK. The UK is far too expensive. You just can't find that property that I just looked at. So 40 acres for that property, you're looking at probably 2 million minimum.
Right, so when we were first looking, for $400,000,
Yep.
that this, I think it was about 22 acres, this lovely 4-bedroom ranch bungalow style place, triple garage, bonus room, basement, really lovely property. I then walked past the estate agents in town where we live, exactly the same house layout, built on the same plans, with 1 acre of land, and it was £1.5 million. That's the difference. So exactly the same building, but with obviously no land with it.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you're
this
looking
is
5 times the amount, more or less.
this is a prime example of how fucking insane it is in the UK. 750,000 for this, what we would call a terraced house. It's not a small house, but it's awful. You've got a tiny little garden. It's not much to look at. Really isn't much to look at. And you're paying £750,000 for it.
Pounds.
Get fucked. Get fucked. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Our future is moving out to the States. I can tell you that now. Jonathan Stevie, you should be fine, but a proper tea will be sorely missed. I will literally import the tea leaves. Because I can get the Yorkshire Gold tea leaves in loose, and I'll just bring the tea leaves in myself. I'll just do it that way.
Oh, has he put pictures up of his car?
Where?
Where? I don't know. I was just looking.
Not unless he's put them on the Twitter.
Oh. Smuggle the tea in. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to smuggle the tea in. Got to smuggle the tea in.
I'm trying to psych myself up at the moment because I now need
Let me have a look.
to go shower Poppy.
Where's Tugs? There it is. Tugs' handout. General chat. I'm assuming
Even our chocolate tastes funky these days.
our chocolate doesn't taste as bad as American chocolate. American chocolate tastes like chemical vomit. Oh, that sucks, Jonathan. Because that's the whole down the left-hand side, isn't it? Oh, that's the driver's side for you guys. Definitely kinks the door. Subframe's taking a whack.
No, mate. It's definitely getting worse by the day.
Yeah. Me, Crimson, I appreciate some people haven't got the option to move out of the UK. But think about it long term. Look at it long term. I mean, the thing is that I'm in my 40s. I'm young enough that I can still do it. But obviously, if I'm in my 20s, the earlier I could move out, the better. The flip side is that we're in a position now where we've essentially paid for our house here, so we could literally just sell up and move. I've got a decent enough job that I can do anywhere in the world, and the company I work for is global, so I'm quite fortunate. Not everyone's in that position though, and I appreciate that. I'll smuggle as many people as I can do across to the States. I'll throw you across the Mexican border, and then you can just smuggle in, but you've just got to do it before January. Got to do it before January.
Yeah.
Yes. We got to smuggle tea in. Smuggle a tea. I can get the Yorkshire brew sent out anyway, so I could easily just get the daughters.
You can order it from Amazon over there anyway.
Yeah, you'll pay more for it, but it's just as easy to say to Jamie or one of the girls.
By the time you've paid the taxes and the postage, bearing in mind that it's £2.50 to post a card.
I don't care. You know me. I don't care. I don't care about money. Never have. Never have. Right. That's about it, really. We're coming up to the hour. Anything you've got coming up apart from we're away for the weekend. So no streams until at least Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I think the next stream that you're going to see us both on will be 2 T's in the Pod on Tuesday. Now, I have put 2 T's in the Pod at 1900 UK time from next week, simply because I'm on holiday now, so I'm not having to worry about work. So we'll be able to pull it in slightly earlier. But apart from that, I'm going to be playing some Potty Animals in a little under 30 minutes. So make sure you pop back and join me for that one. Always a good laugh to kick the fuck out of each other.
I'm going to go and bath the pop.
Bath Poppy. So in a minute, I'll probably hear a, Jay, can you take the dog down? And I've got to go rescue the dog and take her downstairs.
Yep.
So with that...
So I'm going to get into me wet gear.
Into your wetsuit. You need a wetsuit.
I need a wetsuit to shower the dog. Yeah.
Yep. Guys, thank you very much indeed in chat for joining us. Good conversations as always. Thank you very much indeed. Smash the like on both myself and Tamsy's channel. Links in the description on mine or on Tamsy's. And we will see you for 2 T's in the Pod back next week. Bye for now, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.